You've probably seen the headlines, Tylenol during pregnancy linked to autism. Sounds alarming, right? The kind of headline that makes you stop scrolling. This week, the conversation got louder when the FDA announced updates to acetaminophen warning labels. They also alerted doctors to older studies raising questions about possible risks. But before we dive in, stick with me because this is important. The headlines don't tell the full story, and the truth may surprise you. Here's the detail most headlines leave out. It wasn't a conclusion or a declaration that Tylenol causes autism. Instead, it was a caution, a signal that scientists are still searching for answers. So where does that leave expectant mothers today? Leading OBGYNs say acetaminophen, what we know as Tylenol, remains the recommended choice for pain and fever during pregnancy. The guidance is simple: use it carefully, in moderation, and always with your doctor's advice. And this isn't just American advice. The World Health Organization and other global health agencies say the same. No solid evidence links Tylenol to autism. So why all the buzz? Why do these stories keep resurfacing? It starts with earlier observational studies. Some found that women who used acetaminophen frequently during pregnancy had children with a slightly higher chance of developmental challenges. That sounds concerning, but here's the catch. Observational studies can show patterns, but they can't prove cause and effect. Those studies couldn't rule out other factors: family genetics, the child's environment, or even the health conditions that led the mother to take Tylenol. And here's where it gets interesting. In 2024, one of the largest studies ever published in JAMA looked at millions of children across families, including siblings. They compared children within the same family, one exposed to Tylenol during pregnancy and one not. If the medicine were the cause, you'd expect the exposed child to have a higher risk of autism or ADHD compared to their sibling. But that's not what researchers found. The increased risks disappeared when comparing siblings. This suggests earlier signals were likely due to family-level factors, like shared genetics or lifestyle, rather than the medicine itself. Think about that. Families share DNA, daily environments, diet, even stress patterns. If those hidden factors are the true drivers, blaming Tylenol alone doesn't give us the full story. Now here's another piece of the puzzle. Untreated high fever or severe pain during pregnancy carries its own risks. For example, high maternal temperature during the first trimester has been linked to birth complications. And unmanaged pain can raise stress hormones, which may also impact development. That's why doctors emphasize balance, not fear. The recommendation is clear: use the lowest effective dose for the shortest time and always involve your healthcare provider. Let's step back for perspective. This isn't the first time a widely used medicine has faced controversy. At one point, caffeine during pregnancy was questioned. Prenatal vitamins have been debated. Even vaccines and common antibiotics have faced alarming headlines before being clarified by further science. The Tylenol debate is following a similar path. The first studies raised questions, and newer studies provided context. So what's the real takeaway? The science is still evolving, but right now the evidence does not support panic. Instead, it supports awareness, balance, and informed conversations with your doctor. Because untreated illness during pregnancy is not risk-free either. Avoiding medicine altogether out of fear could create bigger problems. At the end of the day, the goal isn't fear, it's perspective. It's about separating the hype of scary headlines from the careful work of science. If you or someone you love is expecting, the best step is to stay calm, stay informed, and make decisions with a trusted healthcare professional. We'll keep tracking this story as more research comes out. If you want updates that cut through the noise and focus on facts, subscribe and check the description for trusted sources. Because when it comes to health, what really matters most isn't panic, it's perspective.